Bird of Prey 5. El Karuga. Kapla. Kapla.
I'm going to take this opportunity, however, to suggest that we all hail Karuga. That's all I'm saying.
Forgive me, Doctor. I'm receiving a number of distress calls. I don't doubt it.
Y'all remember to tip your waitresses. Have a mighty fine night.
If you come in peace, surrender or be destroyed. If you're here to make war, we surrender.
Both good. The important thing is I'm meeting new people.
When the appointed hour arrives, the Marauders will deactivate their cloaking devices and begin transporting Klingon shock troops directly to the landing zone.
Landing zone? Where? Tell me.
Why not? Your feeble weapons will be useless against us. We will kill all your males and take your females to mate with.
All right. Now the Federation's taking over, whether you like it or not. You people, you've been running this planet like a piecework factory. From now on, it's going to be under one roof. You're going to run it like a business. And that means you're going to make a profit.
Look at these 3 words written larger than the rest, with a special pride never written before or since. Tall words, proudly saying, "We the people."
Hi, I'm Nicole DeBoer. I played Lieutenant Ezri Dax on DS9, and I welcome you to Bird of Prey 5 channel. Hail Karuga.
Hello world, it's Bird of Prey 5, Kapla, and welcome to the members only stream for Tuesday, May 14th, 2024. And already we have someone up in the panel. Welcome up,
Just
John Gill. Kapla.
Hey, Bert. Kapla.
How are you doing?
So.
Oh,
It's spring and it's allergies.
yes. That is true. It is spring. What was the second part?
Allergies.
Allergies.
Yeah.
Spring allergies, yes. I get it. John Gale's Metal and Star Trek. Is that your new channel name?
Yeah, I wanted to have something more descriptive.
Just wanted to be faster than Jedi Bill to be first in the chat. And you were. Blah. And very shortly after you, Mike Richards. Greetings from Columbus, Ohio. Greetings, Mike Richards. And then I put the link up for anyone who wanted to come up in the chat. And it is there. I know Cinnabon is streaming at the moment. He's coming to an end, but he was still streaming as of 5 minutes ago. So I know that the few people who are around at the moment are probably still over at Cinnabon. Wave over at them. I was there too until a few minutes ago, but I had to go live at this point because basically I'm exhausted, and I have my dentist. No, not my dentist. My physical therapy started. My dentist was a separate issue that was earlier today. My physical therapy is coming in around 90 minutes. So we have maybe 30, 35 minutes to stream, and then I need some time to get ready before physical therapy. We had the dentist was supposed to be coming at 2, and they ended up coming way earlier, and a whole bunch of issues with that stuff. They'll be, long story short, they'll be back again some other day, despite the fact that they did show up here quite early today. Mom will be back in the house in a little bit. She's heading outside. Mike Richards says, "How is God Emperor today?" Thank you, Mike Richards. I am a little tired, but I am here. And if anybody has any questions or any concerns, as always, now is the best time to bring them up. I do have a bit to follow up from what happened in the stream yesterday. Mikey Sues got a little carried away, I believe, with setting someone to a 24-hour timeout who really didn't seem to have caused any issues that I could see in the chat, at least not as of yesterday. So I had to kind of undo that best I could, even though YouTube does not allow any way to undo a timeout. Best I could tell, if somebody set someone to a 24-hour timeout, you can't undo that. So really, they don't want you to put somebody who could do that then as a moderator, and that's true enough. However, if you're going to allow somebody to post links, they have to be a moderator. So basically, YouTube says you really got to trust who you make a moderator. Until yesterday, I never had reason to not trust the moderators to act as I asked them to act. So here we are.
Doesn't seem that bad.
It isn't, and I get it. I get how Mikey decided to do what he did, and I'll ask him not to again, and he assumes that he understands my decision now, and he's okay with it, which is great. And all's well. All's well now. But we could have been better. We could have been better. Mike Richards says no butt banning allowed. Well, butt banning is separate. It's a separate issue. Executive producer Saul Leibowitz says Kapla Birdo 5. Happy secret live stream. This shouldn't be a secret live stream. I mean, everybody should see it's happening. It's just non-channel members shouldn't be able to come to. Like even if they put in the link, it should say you don't have access. You don't have access to this link with your you don't have your status says nope, not good enough. Like in the olden days on a sailing vessel. What kind of ship is that? Clipper.
I actually never tried accessing a members only stream, so I don't know what it says.
It says you don't have permission to view this.
No Homers Club.
It's like if you go to any regular YouTube URL and then you type in a bunch of random characters and then you go to like a URL that doesn't exist yet and it's like uh-oh, something went wrong. Same thing.
Does it say somewhere how many people are watching right now? Because I don't see it anywhere, not on YouTube.
No, unfortunately not. I'd have to go to the YouTube guidelines page, and I don't want to. Professor Braining Specs says Kapla. Berto Pray 5. Kapla, Professor Braining Specs. Unfortunately, StreamYard doesn't show the correct number of viewers. It shows 0 all the time, regardless of how many people are actually here. We know it's not 0.
Yeah.
So, because even when it's quite busy, even when it's say bed light or whatever, it still says 0 on top, regardless of how many people are actually there or not. Anybody have any questions? Anything of the like? Mike Richards with a 13-month membership chat says today Quiroga, tomorrow the world. Hail Quiroga. Hail to the world. In that case, hail to both Quiroga and the world. Professor Braining Specs says that's strange. On Jeopardy, I do see a number other than 0. Yeah, Professor, it works fine on regular streams, only on member streams or member only streams. Because StreamYard produces a 0 number when a members only stream is playing through the software. So because StreamYard was never intended to play StreamYard was never intended to play member-only streams. StreamYard can be used for a regular public streams, and it can be used for unlisted streams, but member only is not an option. So what we do, we being YouTubers, is to connect to StreamYard but I don't know. We connect to StreamYard. StreamYard offers various options, but regardless of our setup, because StreamYard is designed to have an order of operation, we can get StreamYard as a member, or we can join and we can have working with different pieces of equipment. Those all work fine, but once we try something that doesn't work, that's why a lot of people say, I'll be right back, and they exit and they try to get a reading for whatever they're using plus their device, and most of the time they can, and they come right back. But sometimes they can't, so we'll say, oh, I guess their little social experiment is not working out well between them and their piece. So we either wait for that to finish, or we just take the best of what they have and be done with it. Like this morning, I was trying to explain, or they were trying to explain what was going on, and long story short, after like 15 minutes, they're like, do, and they're like, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, what the fuck is that? Like, if you didn't understand what that meant, they're like, it's a joke. Eventually, they said it was the joke who a double A or triple A, and they're saying the funny thing is that when this came out, there was absolutely no controller that represented this. They were saying it's a time as a controller, and then they said that most of the controllers that mentioned this were 10-button controllers or something like that, and people were saying, yeah, it was even a then they cut back this guy, and I wonder. They did it again, and they said, well, now the controller is against against the law to leave it quiet. And so now anytime this particular controller is purchased, not purchased, is brought up, they have to say, oh, yeah, it's not against the law to use, because they're getting reports about it. Reports about it being against their standards or whatever at the time. You know what I'm talking about.
When the socks they'll bring them to you. They will give them back.
Illegal. Make sure it's okay.
You're welcome.
Exactly. Professor Bernie Speck says, hey to Mike Richards. Mike Richards says, greetings to Professor Bernie Speck. Greetings, salutations. Professor Bernie Speck says, we are figments of your imaginations. Yvette says, good evening, Bird and everyone. Good evening to lovely Yvette. Mike Richards says, I'm not real, oh crap. Professor Bernie Speck says, I think Bird is just rambling. Bird is sleep streaming. I might be. Suzanne Eckstein says, Bird, oh pray, hail. Hail, Suzanne Eckstein. Professor Brainy Specs says, Bird, I think I'm pretty fluent on this streaming stuff, and I am just not following your line of thinking. Believe me, there was a line of thinking. I could explain it to you, but I believe it's more fun that I don't at this point. Mike Richards says hashtag more jerky or sassy. Sci-Fi Sith Fan has just says hello there, and I see you're backstage, Sci-Fi Sith Fan. I'll bring you right up. And Suzanne Eckstein says, I see no numbers on watches either. And Sci-Fi Sith Fan, hello. Hello, Sci-Fi Sith Fan.
Hello,
Hello.
Brother Bray. Are you doing better, or are you doing about the same?
About the same, sir. How are you doing?
Just relaxing.
That's
And
wonderful.
And hey, John, Grill, or is it Gill?
Gil.
It's that last name of yours I can't really say correctly because I'm used to saying Grill.
Huh. John Grill.
So, our friendly German drinker.
Yeah, no more of that.
I'm trying to be nice to you, Jim. John.
I'm actually drinking prune juice. It's a warrior's drink.
Ah, wonderful.
Oh, so you're Mr. Worf, huh?
Yeah. I also have some Earl Grey, so I'm fully equipped.
Yeah, would you like to negotiate your way out of this, or just fire your protons and phases only?
No, I think John is working hard on drinking better choices, having some better choices than he's made in the past, but
pretty much.
We all have regrets. Now the question is, how do we deal with our regrets?
Welcome, LDG.
I can't believe I'm so late, man.
Hey, hey,
I
LDG.
blink. Wait, can you guys hear me? Hello?
Yes, you can.
Okay. Dude, I freaking blink. Like you came in, you said, "Oh, I'm going to do my live stream in 20 minutes." And I went over to Cinnabons, and then I get a little busy, and I blink, and I'm like, "Crap! I'm supposed to be over on Bird's members stream." How long you been streaming for? 20 minutes? Okay.
About a half hour.
Oh. Anyway, how
Yeah.
you doing, guys? Hello, everybody.
Well, I just popped in my YouTube notification. I was on Emerald T stream for a little bit.
That's
Yeah,
nice.
that's cool. That's cool. Hey, John.
Hey.
How you doing, bud?
I'm okay. It's a bit warm here and typical spring allergies on top of that.
Oh, is it
I
like
hope
the
you're
80s?
doing okay. And
Well, John Gill, is it like the 80s and 90s over there? Well, I'm doing Fahrenheit since I'm in the U.S. You guys do Celsius. I don't know what that is in Celsius.
I don't know Fahrenheit intimately, but I don't think that sounds higher than it's here. It's not super warm, but my place is kind of like a greenhouse. If the sun shines on it, it's unbearable in here.
Well, do you have an AC or do you just have the windows open like the Germans usually do in your country? They just open a window, say, "Ah, fresh air."
Yeah, just windows open. Let's see on onlineconversion.com.
I don't know. I could
temperature.
deal with that. I would need air conditioning.
Celsius to Fahrenheit. It's convert
So,
79 Fahrenheit outside. It's not super hot.
Yeah, well, over here in California, there's two seasons, either winter or summer, and it's getting towards the summer weather now.
Huh. Yeah, inside my house, like I said, it's like a greenhouse. It's over 86 degrees Fahrenheit. Doesn't help that the roof is black and that my windows are so large.
Well, just make
So,
sure you grow your plants just the right size.
Yeah, I have trees around the house. They're just not tall enough. They need to grow.
I was sort of just doing a joke at your expense, since your house is a greenhouse. I said, well, do you have tomatoes in your house then, since it's a greenhouse, to grow tomatoes in your house?
No, I have them outside the house. In my house, I just have cactuses because they are the only plants outside the house that I don't kill. Everything else tends to die because I don't have a good sense of time, and then I forget watering them, and then they die. So I only have cactuses inside the house.
Yeah, plus, if you don't treat them nicely, they poke you back.
Yeah. They've already done that a few times.
Professor Braininspeck says that I don't have to explain to you why I keep score a certain way on certain games, on certain shows, and certain channels, on certain streaming platforms. I really don't understand, Professor. And John Araki for the 99-cent Super Poop Super Sticker. Thank you so much, John Araki. Says the best memberships in life are free.
Well, you certainly earned your dollar for today, Bird.
A dollar what?
You certainly earned your dollar for today.
Yes. Yes. I always appreciate the dollar for the Super Poop Super Sticker. Thank you. Professor Braininspeck is lolling. At what, I'm unsure.
So how's Mama Prey doing, Bird?
Mama Frey is doing well, I believe. You're doing it well enough, Mama Frey?
Yes, how do you say that when you I hit the ground running this morning and completely forgot about Wordle and Birdle. This was a first. I forgot about it. But then it dawned on me sometime in the afternoon.
You finished them yet?
I did.
Oh, you did them, okay.
Yes.
So, Bird, you're on, are you on Central Time or Eastern Time?
We're in Eastern Time.
Because I was thinking, well, Mama Prey must have made you a nice lunch then, since it's lunchtime over there.
Well, if Mama Prey will make me lunch, if I ask for it. Today we ordered out because we didn't think we were going to have a whole lot of time. But then the dentist came early, which kind of screwed everything up. So. Excuse me.
So, Bird, so
yeah,
you are watching the STD season 5, right? Or all of STD?
I am watching season 5.
Well, I don't want to make you too depressed about asking this, but is it really as boring as people say, or too melodramatic, or too just plain old boring in general? The show is now.
There have been episodes that have been terrible. There have been episodes that have been boring. And there have been episodes that have been, well, one episode that was not awful, but still not great because, I mean, Star Trek Discovery's overall writing is just total garbage. But I would say we've had episodes that ranked from, total failures to maybe a solid C or even a C plus, which to see a C plus episode ranked after so many are just solid Fs. It's actually not a bad episode at all. I mean, however, last night, by random chance, I put on one random PS9 episode, and it happened to be Move Along Home, which is widely considered maybe the worst PS9 episode ever made. And I have to say, watching it, it's actually not a bad episode of Star Trek compared to Star Trek Discovery. We're getting a delivery. 1 minute! Mama Prey. We got somebody at the door.
Well, Bird, I just hope you don't get physically ill from watching STD.
There's a weird looking guy at my door. Be careful, Mama Prey.
Yes.
I might be a JW.
Not interested.
I'm not the owner, and the owner just said he's not interested. Okay. So
Phone call.
I don't
have time.
We really don't.
Thank you. Goodbye. Goodbye. not interested, man.
He's not interested.
Okay, no problem.
Yeah, thank you.
Have a good day.
You too.
So,
Okay,
so as I was trying to say, I just hope the STD show does not cause you to get mentally ill or physically ill, and I might have to stop talking about this because Pop Culture Curator does not like me talking about STD since he hates it with such a passion.
we can talk about it here. I mean, if you want. I just, I don't. There's really not much there. It's garbage. Johnny Rogers' bird is late for lunch. Typical. No, I never said it was late for lunch. Mike Richards' Eastern time is the only real time. Johnny Rogers, did Bird have a lady dentist again? I always have a lady dentist. Bob Culture Curator says, hello, guys. And Cup Bird over 5. Hope you are doing well. Thank you, Pop. Hope you're doing well. Mike Richards says, discovery is hazardous to your mental health. I would agree. John Araki says, weird looking guy at the door, salty, Captain Foley, pro nurse. I don't know. I was a little worried. I was a little worried it might have been somebody we knew, though he didn't look like anybody I recognized. Apparently he said that he was with the whatever, with state something, and selling solar. Even though he says we're not selling anything, he's like, oh, we're with the solar or whatever. They're trying to sell solar panels. Even though he says, well, we're not trying to sell you anything. Sure you're not. Mike Richards says, sassy, attack. I would, but then I'd be afraid if I said that and somebody overheard it, they would be afraid Sassy would really attack, and they'd do something to Sassy. You said she was going to attack. Well, she's a beagle, you schmuck. Beagles aren't attack dogs. But, some people just don't get it. Like the nurse they had come yesterday, she's like, please put the dog away. She was just afraid of dogs. I was like, we can certainly put her away, but just so you know, she's a beagle. She's not, it meant nothing to her. That the breed, she didn't understand that the beagle breed of, beagles are used in, I hate to say it, but beagles are used in animal testing labs, and they're literally just beagles because the breed of beagle has had more than any other breed of dog has had the I don't know what would you call that, vengeance bred out of it. They have no capacity for biting back. I wish they did. If they did bite back, they wouldn't be as useful for being used in biological research, because people would be afraid that if you messed with the beagle, it would bite you. But the fucking beagle is so fucking nice that you could literally smack a beagle around every day for an hour, and then you come back the next day and it's ready to come and love you again. It doesn't hold grudges. Beagles are too I don't want to say stupid, but they're too lovely to hold grudges, and it ruins their own their own risk. It puts their own livelihood at risk. And that's why so many places use beagles for animal research. That's very, very sad. That's why there's beagle only animal rescues that go in and find these beagles being used in experimentation and just bring them home.
Bird, is the beagle Captain Archer's pet dog? Because I'm trying to get a visual
Yes.
reference of what type of dog it is.
Yes, that is Porthos is a beagle. Yes. Antiderivative Jill is listening and driving. Stay safe, Antiderivative Jill. Mike Richards is that time Bird told the telemarketer that solar panels cause cancer. Yeah. No aggressive tendencies. That's it, Bob. The aggressive tendencies have been pretty much bred out of beagles. John Araki says hashtag Beagle Me Too. And John Araki says Dr. Fauci experimented on beagles. He did. Lots of people experimented on beagles because, God damn it, they're just fucking, they're the cutest animals ever created. We know. And we all know the truth. They were created by Kurogans in the future, sent back in time to increase the love coefficient of the universe. Whether you believe that true or not, you cannot avoid the fact that when you see them and you look in their eyes, that you know what love is. Like Forrest Gump, he might not be a smart man, but he knows what love is. And love is the look you get looking in the eyes of a beagle. And also maybe for a few minutes what Jenny will do to Forrest once. One night later in life, Jenny will teach Forrest the act of love. Just as a surprise, and then 4 or 5 years later, be like, surprise, Forrest, you're a daddy. Yeah. Is he dumb? No, his teachers say he's the smartest kid in his class. We're going to live in your house now, Forrest. Okay, Jenny.
Yeah, and it was hinted at, or the fans speculate that Ginny actually had HIV or AIDS.
Oh, totally she had AIDS. She totally had AIDS.
And that's why she died young.
Mm-hmm. Space Beagles for the win, says Mike Richards. John Araki says Jenny is the cat that tricks Forrest Gump Beagle into raising the autistic AIDS baby. And John Araki says it wasn't AIDS, it was Hep C. I don't know. I always thought it was AIDS. And I thought that
Just
He
you
was
mean hepatitis C or Hep C? Because I'm not familiar with that short term
he-
of it.
Hep C is hepatitis C.
Yeah,
Hepatitis.
Didn't
C
you
is
say it was a new disease? That's why I thought it was AIDS.
Well,
Yeah.
well, in the movie, Jenny said it's something that the doctors cannot identify at the time.
Right.
Speaking
Jim's
of which,
Landscape
There
says
he is.
hello. Kapla, Jim.
Oh yeah, speaking of which, he just had his 6K live stream, and at the rate he's going, he may have another 1,000 live stream sometime next week. At the rate he's gaining subscribers.
Congrats. Yes. Congrats to Jim. How are you doing, Seth? JP's is what's up, Potato Head.
Well, I got a question for him. If we're Potato Heads, then what does that make him?
Scallion? I don't know. It's free to answer.
I thought it was a sweet potato for him.
The farmer. Makes him the farmer, he says. I guess we kind of played into that one. Okay, we got, we'll probably go in 15 more minutes. Just a heads up. So if anyone wants to come on up or ask any questions, more specific, feel free. Sci-fi, you're still, sounds like you had another question.
No,
Oh.
I was just gonna say that if Jim wants to come up, Bert put the StreamYard link in his chat if you want to come up for a few minutes, Jim.
Jim brought him to come up, but he's also, he can put any link in the chat he wants.
Yeah, I'm just letting him know that if he wants to come up, the link is in your chat if he wants to come up. Do you have it highlighted?
The link to come up is yes, it's pinned at the top. Anybody should be able to see that. Mike Richards says that's Mr. Potato Head to you.
Yeah, now all that Bert's looking for is Mrs. Potato Head.
Jim's busy cutting grass.
Where's that line from? That sounds familiar.
John
Are
Aragi.
you talking about the Mr. Potato Head line?
Yeah.
I think it's from Toy Story. I think it is.
No, I wouldn't know that.
Says debate lost again. JP says, well, Mike Richards will be turned into vodka. Uh-oh. Yeah, there's a lot of potato-made vodka. I think so.
Have any of you tried that type of stuff? Because I haven't.
Tried what type of stuff?
Potato vodka or whatever that special alcohol is from made from potatoes.
That's not special. That's just a regular Russian vodka.
I've had potato vodka. It really didn't seem any different than any other vodka. Although I tell you that the best premium vodka in the world was always Grey Goose, which is actually a product of France. Only really useful product from France besides Bic pens
And champagne.
and tires.
Okay.
Champagne. I don't.
So, Jim, Jim, I suspect that since Russia is known for its vodka and France is known for its champagne, Germany is known for its beer.
Pretty much.
Then what does that make America? Are we known for our whiskey then?
You're known for your burgers.
Yeah, and do you guys like our burgers over there?
It is.
Not really, but we eat them anyway.
I'm trying to.
Mike Richards is potato sides. Oh no. JP is lolling. It's better vodka. John Aragi says Syrah is greater than Grey Goose. JP says Grey Goose was water. Absolute is not better than Grey Goose. That's a bullshit. That's bullshit, JP's. And John Araki says Crystal Skull greater than Grey Goose. 47 Yorktown says, hello, young sir. Hello, 47 Yorktown. Listen, Syrah may be greater than Grey Goose. I'll say it's a possibility, but there is no way Absolute is better than Grey Goose.
JP is the
Smirnoff
first
is
one
not-
to mention the Russian one.
AP says Smirnoff was the best. No. It was Grey Goose. Grey Goose first. Smirnoff second, and Absolute third. Side by Side says, check out his YouTube channel.
Well, just put it in there in case you're wrapping up, Bird. Just put them in there just in case.
Yeah, well, we'll be wrapping up soon. JP's is fallen off in the 90s. Yeah, it did. It did. Jim's Landscape is working on the lawns. Stolen Elite.
Is he working on a?
Sorry.
Is he working on a small lawn or a large lawn size right now?
Good question. My guess is larger one, but
well, the larger one means more money. I think it does.
John Araki says Stoli Elite greater than Smear. 47 New York Times says never drank, so it's all rubbing alcohol to him. JP says Grey Goose never even broke the top 10. I don't know where you're finding your facts and figures, JP's, but Grey Goose is literally named the best tasting vodka in the world by the Beverage Testing Institute. The Beverage Testing Institute. What are you going to say? That's just a company that we made up just to test our vodka? Well, guess what? That's not illegal, apparently. Because some court somewhere ruled in our favor. It's perfectly fine to create a beverage testing institute and then send it your own brands and then be able to market the fact that you won a prize from a company that you yourself created just for giving away such prizes.
You have my number in the phone.
Holy crap, 47 Yorktown. Never
back.
drank. JP says he's a fisherman on the East Coast in Canada and never drank. Jim's Landscape says check out the future intro video and put a link. Stanley says, oh, VIP stream. JP says Lowell Bird, that takes the shady crown. Andrew Jill says Fiesca is the best. It's potato vodka. Mama Pray is giving me 2 thumbs up. I guess we have some good news.
I got somebody for the mornings. And guess where she works?
Where does she work?
The 6th floor of LIJ.
Are good. So every day we're going to have somebody coming from the ICU.
Oh, I don't know ICU.
Oh,
No.
Oh, okay.
Wait, she's coming in mornings. That means she's coming from home and then going to work. Joe.
No, I got it.
Okay.
That's good. She's a
CNA.
She's a CNA.
No, I didn't hire a doctor or.
No, I just.
No.
That's wonderful. Sci-Fi Sith Dance is to check out John Gill's YouTube channel. Cool, thank you. Stanley's is almost missed it. JP's, Stanley is saying to JP's, I went through a summer when I thought about a Mickey of Smirnoff every evening. Cody Guy is here. Kapla. Cody Guy. Editor Jill says, Fiesca at its best. It's potato vodka. Is the best. It's potato vodka. I can't say I've ever heard of it. Stanley says, was painting houses all day as a summer job. Was during college. Lived with my parents in the summer. Mike Richards' Beverage Testing Institute is rigged. Honestly, no. I was joking. I do not believe that we created the Beverage Testing Institute. That was just a joke that got too far. I don't believe it to be true. 47 Yorktown says, got my hands the some beer when I was 4 and can still feel the hangover pain 55 years later. I got into alcohol. I drank hard liquor at like 2.5, 3 years old. That burned my esophagus and basically made me never touch alcohol for another 20 years. So all throughout my high school and college years, even if I wanted to drink, I couldn't. I tried to drink, but I had a bad reaction. So it was very easy for me to not drink. I didn't drink until I graduated and then started working for a liquor company. And only then was I starting to drink. John Aragi says, Bird, how did you fix your sciatica? Well, I never did, John. I never did. I lost all feeling in my legs when I got sick. So that's basically what happened. JP says, most of us knew you were kidding about that. Well, I just wanted to make sure. JG Metal, John Gill, says the first 46 Yorktowns drank. The 47th is trying to do better. And Stanley says, so picked up a Mickey every day and on the way home to entertain myself. It was rough. None of my old high school friends were still in town, and I couldn't get together with any new college buds. How is the leg hair doing? Still growing. Still growing, Sam. Thank you for asking.
John, tell me, is the Germans still the king, the Kaisers of beer, or is there another country that does beer better than you Germans?
I don't know. That's a matter of taste, I guess.
Okay. Well, we're coming up on that hour, guys.
Oh,
So,
but no.
Oh, what's the?
No, we're not. You're reading it.
Huh? What are you talking about?
know.
It's an hour. We're an hour in.
Is it? Oh, that one. I thought that was a typo. So was there any chit chat about okay, so here's one thing, dude. I appreciate the member streams, I really do. Okay, I appreciate everything you do. You know, like I said, even though I'm temporarily having to quit some YouTubing, you know, that to be damned if I include any of your streams. But was there any chit chat about the channel at all? Any suggestions? Did you right? Isn't that like
I asked
one of the part of the member streams?
I asked people, I said if there's anything they wanted to bring up about the channel, now is the time to do it.
Did anyone say anything?
No.
I'll go first then. To all your chatters and viewers and memberships that are watching this, and to the panelists watching, I'm Sci-Fi Sit Dan. I usually cover different sci-fi TV shows or movies. I do cover other genres to be how well versed I am in them. And on my YouTube channel, I usually cover different sci-fi TV shows or movies. And I do my live streams on the weekends between 4 to 6 p.m. Pacific time. I may change that when I do my next season. And I do go on other people's panels or chatters. I do simulcast with them if they will allow it. Beyond that, that's all I have to say about my channel and what I do on YouTube. Oh yeah, and I try to put out a video or two each week to keep my audience engaged in my channel. Every new subscriber and every new comment and view helps my channel grow, encourages me to continue my growth on YouTube. Beyond that, I'll turn it over to whoever wants to go next after me.
Okay, sit Dan. I think you misheard what I was saying. I wasn't talking about us talking about our channels. I was curious if anybody brought up as far as Bird and his. One of the things he does about the member streams is reaching out to the members and asking people if anybody has ideas or things they want to see on the channel, on Bird's channel, like improvements to the channel, stuff like that.
It's okay. It's okay.
That's totally fine. But I did want to hear the answer to that. That's what I'm trying to say.
So there was, like I said, nobody else.
Oh,
had
nobody?
anything else to say. But now, if you've got something to say, by all means.
Yeah, I'll be honest, Bird. I know you. I talk to you like way too much. Like I know a lot. So, but I am a little. Are you going to be bringing back Wednesday at all? Is that even has that like come back into a possibility at all? I think we were in the middle of
Wednesdays.
I think we were in the middle of your watch parties. Weren't we in the middle of Enterprise?
We're in the middle. No, we're in the middle of we're towards the very end of Twilight Zone.
Are we finished Enterprise?
We finished Enterprise. Oh no, we have
I
Enterprise.
thought we were about the
That's
Infinity
right.
War.
Yeah. Okay, no, I'm sorry. You're right. We have Enterprise and Twilight Zone. Twilight Zone was on Sundays. Enterprise was on Wednesday. So yeah, we do have more Enterprise to do.
I was just curious, and if the answer is still not ready for it, that's fine. But I am a little anxious, and everyone's doing watch parties. I figured I'd ask.
Yeah, I guess at some point, I would like to get back to it.
I'm sure I'm not the only one. I'm definitely sure I'm not the only one.
To be honest, I really didn't feel many people really cared all that much when I stopped. Enterprise. If anything, I was thinking Twilight Zone might be the one to come back first, but
whatever. Twilight Zone's good too, though. I think we were getting in the bad episodes of Twilight Zone.
Well, yeah, we were, but there weren't all that many left. And
Yeah.
just to finish it off, and then maybe go back to Enterprise after that.
Cool.
But so you're saying go back to
Enterprise. I'm saying go back to anything, man. Just
Yeah,
I
do
missed this.
some-
I missed the streams altogether.
do
And then
some watch
when you
parties.
stopped, I noticed a jump, like with AJ and Gorilla, and a lot of watch parties going on ever since you stopped. And I think it's maybe it's starting to circle around. Maybe you'll be surprised how many people pop back in. Maybe it's time. But I don't want you to commit to anything or anything, obviously. Just giving you my member
Or
my member,
kissing
comment.
Dax. John Araki. More kissing Dax. Cinema Saturday. That's 3 votes. Is my votes.
There you go.
And John,
All right.
if you want more kissing Dax, it will cost you $1.
Andrew Jill says too much kissing Dax would make it less special. I think we get just the right amount. I think that's about true. I don't want it
Don't
too
you
much.
have the other kissing decks from the Emperor's New Cloak, where Ezri kisses Kira, Intendant Kira?
Yeah, that's not really kissing Dax.
You did have that one stream where you had all kissing Dax all day, and it was a huge hit.
It was glorious.
But every
you
now and then,
can't
yeah.
do that. Yeah, you
Yeah, it can't
do
be like that all the time.
Yvette says Bird was looking forward to seeing Enterprise, but also loved Twilight Zone. John Araki says Wednesday Lost. No, we're not going to be doing Lost.
Who do I have to ban?
Yeah.
That's a bannable
the whole story about the Mikey Sues about not banning people who don't, if they suggest Lost streams, you can ban them.
Yeah.
Uh,
All right, cool.
Okay. So, anything else, LDG?
Nope. You can find me at freethenet.org/underground, hanging out. Appreciate it, guys. Much love going
And
around. Keep things real.
John, anything you want to say before we go?
I have nothing to add.
Thank you.
hashtag free the net at LDG's website. You know what? Advertise that. LDG.
I do that that's part of freethenet.org/underground. You go to freethenet.org. Yep. stay tuned. Hopefully, some new videos coming soon, sooner than later. And appreciate it. John, don't you have something coming up?
Me? What?
Don't you have something coming up?
Something coming up.
Another
Well,
trivia, I believe.
Yes, I'm doing that. And Saturday, I'm doing the next TNG hour with my friend from Canada. And today, actually yesterday and the day before, I wanted to do another video game stream, but because of the heat here and because I was sick, it's been postponed several days. Maybe tomorrow.
Okay. Well, guys, thank you all for coming. Hope you have a great rest of the week. And I'll be around later this afternoon at the Underground, probably. Kapla, all Bird and Fennel out. Oh, City Skylines. We'll see, John. We'll see.
And